She said we've got time to make up. I speak really fast. You guys need to get your pens ready. Who wants to recruit more people? Yeah, wow, all that energy after lunch. Okay, let's get straight to it. I'm joined by two incredible women. Am I echoing? You don't need to hear these tones twice. Once is enough. I'm going to talk about income generating activity. Now, I don't know about you, but when I joined, I was genuinely petrified of running out of people to speak to. Does anybody feel like that? Like, who am I going to keep sharing this business with? Who am I going to keep talking about the products to? In actual fact, there are people everywhere. And I will never forget one of my first planning sessions with my upline, my upline's upline. And I'm like, I'm running out of people. I was on a mission. When I joined, my goals were huge. I just had my little boy. In fact, no, I don't even think I had my little boy. I didn't want to go back to work. And I was telling 10 people a day, every single day, and did that every day for 18 months. So I said to Juliana, who Nat referred to before, and I'm like, I'm running out of people. And she said to me, Lise, just do the income generating activities and you will never run out of people. And I ended the Zoom call and I'm like, I don't think she knows what she's talking about. I am running out of people. And in actual fact, 10 years in, I celebrated my 10-year anniversary, which feels huge, a decade. I've never run out of people to speak to. Where does that echo? Is it over there? Shall I stand here? So I want you to do me a favour really quickly. I want you to get your phone out and I want you to Google the exact town that you live. Like, not Birmingham, so I live in Oldham, but my actual little town is Groton. It's actually really nice. I should have said Greenfield. It's actually really nice. Sounds horrid. But I want you to Google where you live. And I want you to shout out how many people live in your area. 15,000. Wowza, you're going to be busy. 15,000. Any advance on that? This is good. Any advance on that? 118,000. Tina is the winner at the minute. 34,000. 34, not as many as Tina, but still a lot. Do you get my point? Go on. 14,000. 45, you're going to be on the phone all week, you. 28,000. Do you get my point? 64,000. And that is, it's shocking to see. Do you not agree when you look? You're like, wow. And that is just in your area. That is not even in the UK. So what is income generating activity? Can I have you back in the room, ladies and gents? What is income generating activity? It is the ability to make new connections and build relationships. We've all heard about the retail. It's about building relationships. So it's about having those conversations about your product and about your business opportunity. And actually, listening to Esther share her slot, I actually looked at all of the bubbles and I thought, wow, you actually recruit people, you build your team in the same way, the exact same way in which you make customers. Now, ladies and gents, you are not in control of who joins. You might think you are, but you're not. All you can control is three things actually in life: the thoughts that you think, the action that you take, and the emotion that you feel. You're only in control of the action that you take, not on what they take, because if I offer you the business opportunity, I can share the information with you. It is not up to me whether or not this business is for you. All I can do is show you the information, be passionate about that. And if you see something that's in it for you, great. And if somebody doesn't, then that's fine. It might be not the right time. It might just not be their thing. So all you are in control of is the amount of new connections that you make. What stats show us is that 3% of your audience are ready to buy straight away. So if we go with 100, if you've got 100 friends on social media, 3% will buy or join in an instant. 27% of people need to be marketed to over time. So that's you showing up, you having conversations, you sharing what it is that you do. Now take something from this when I say that 70% of people are never going to join. It's just not for them. But you're not showing up for that 70%. You're showing up for the 27% of people that we're marketing to. So if you keep growing your list, you're increasing your chances of people that will join and people that will potentially buy your products. Now, what I know, hands up, if you joined this business and didn't particularly feel very confident. That was me. I didn't know who I would sell to. I didn't know who would join my team. Anything in life, when you walk into your job for the first day, when somebody plonks a baby in your arms and says, there you go, keep that human alive, like, you don't feel confident. You'll know, you're a new dad of a week, there you go, that's yours. See how you get on with that. You know, you get confident as you do things time and time again. But what happens is, when you take action, you will see results. I promise you that. If you show up consistently, you will see results in your business. Now, when you see results, you stand a little bit taller, your shoulders go back, you feel a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more confident, and that will make you want to take more action. Take action, get the results, because in the reverse, if you don't do the do, and you don't take action, and you've not got things in your diary, you won't see results. And when the results don't come, the little gremlin on your shoulder starts saying, you did tell you probably wouldn't be able to do this. Your products are too expensive. Nobody wants to join your team. It's a scam, I told you that. And if you're ever at the point where you are overthinking it, it's probably because your diary's not full. Because if your diary is full, you are busy taking action. Now, these are the forms of activity that I was told to stick to, and all I have done for the last 10 years. Now, of this list here, what I'm going to say is you're going to have to get comfortable feeling uncomfortable. Now, I don't believe that you should be a jack of all trades and master of none. I have never done a stall in 10 years. Will I ever do one? Probably not. Being really honest, probably not. The thought of it petrifies me. So then you're like, well, get yourself out your comfort zone, Lise, do it. Well, the thought of contact marketing petrified me, but I got comfortable doing that. Now, the reason why I won't do a stall is not because I'm scared, it's because a busy mum of 4, I built my business around having newborns, then went to have twins. Is it a great use of my time being at a stall for 3, 4, 5, 6 hours a day? I didn't see it as that. I saw, for me, contact marketing, I could probably get the same amount of connections in half of the time throughout the week while I had the babies. Does that make sense? So I got uncomfortable with contact marketing. I stumbled through. I had conversations where I wanted the ground to swallow me up. And over time, I got better at it. So you're not going to feel comfortable. Give these few a whirl. See what feels right for you. And then I want you to consistently do that. So your who do you know list is the bread and butter. That's the 3% of people that I said initially. They're the people that you're connected with, the 3% and the 27% of people that will join your team or buy your products. So they're the people that you know on social media, in your phone book, people that know you, because we know that people buy from people that they know, like and trust. 10 to 15 people contact marketing. Does it scare you, contact marketing? Why? No, not anymore. You need to feel uncomfortable that you're having conversations. Now, what I want you to do next time when you want to tell somebody about the business, I want you to imagine what life would have been like if somebody had not told you. Doesn't bear thinking about, does it? I'd be 10 years further on in the police, still financially probably worse, probably still in the same police station. I definitely wouldn't have had 2 more children because I couldn't have afforded them. I thank my lucky stars that somebody thought enough of this to share it with me. Now, you're going to have conversations. Those conversations might be, I like your top. Where's your top from? From there, let's see where the conversation goes. But get comfortable doing that because you just don't know the people that you will meet. Stores and events, who loves them? Yeah? Yeah? Do more stores and events, 2 to 3 a month. Now, if you do 1, give yourself a pat on the back, that's great, you've done some activity, but to really know that you are driving your business forward, it has to be 2 to 3 a month. 2 to 3 product launches. When was the last time you had a product launch for yourself? When was the last time you asked your friend to host a product launch? Because I'm sure your friends, maybe you've got a different circle of friends, they'll have new mum groups, new, school mums. You can meet new people all of the time. You can see there 50 to 100 flyers and 2 to 4 experience packs per week. Now, I don't just want you to write down contact marketing, stores and events. I need you to stick to the numbers because I stuck to the numbers. So if I told 9 people in a week about my business, that's great, but it's not 10. And I was that focused and that committed to whatever goals you have set that you have to stick to the plan. Now, what I want you to do is look at those and I want you to pick 3. Your who do you know list will always be your bread and butter because you're adding to that all the time. I want you to pick 3 that you can stick to, wait for that word, consistently. I remember saying to my husband at the beginning, I wish they'd say something else. Everything's about being consistent. And that's life. We have to be consistent, and consistent doesn't mean do it for 3 days and get fed up and then do what everybody does and say, I'm just going to focus on retail for a little bit. Has anybody ever said that? You're doing the recruitment activity, you're doing it, you do a week, you even do 2 weeks, and then the no's start to hurt and you got ignored and somebody told you it was a scam or they knew somebody that used to do it, and you go, you know what, I think I'm just going to retail for a little bit. Because it's safe. We're not here to be safe, we're here to share what we do, and we need to share it consistently. So we're going to focus on 3. You're going to get out of your comfort zone, and I want you to stop thinking about saying the wrong thing, because you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. You can't. Stop thinking about how you might look, or how embarrassed you might feel if you're at an event or if somebody doesn't buy any products from your experience pack. And think about how Jay said the biggest gift is to share what we do. Now, if you show up every day that passionate that I have got something that might change your life, if you're prepared to get stuck in, if you show up in that place and stop thinking about yourself and almost about serving others, you will start to share the business in a much different light. My next speaker is... Who's first? I don't know who's going next. Is it you? Bettina's ready. Bettina is one of the top recruiters here in the UK. So listen up, because she is next in our recruitment slot. Bettina Biazzo, everybody.
So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Bettina Biazzo, and I was cabin crew for 19 years. Absolutely loved my job. It was my dream job. But then when I had my 2 little boys, I was desperately looking for something that I could do flexibly, be that present parent, literally what you've heard all through the course of the day. Freedom, flexibility, time freedom, financial freedom, but more importantly, security and peace of mind. I was actually shown the business nearly 8... Am I echoing now? No? I am here. Okay. So I was actually shown the business, it'll be 8 years, my little anniversary, 8 years, January the 16th. Just before Christmas, the C9, the 9-day cleanse programme. Persuaded my husband to do it and 2 of my friends to do it. So I was actually recommending the products before I'd even started using them. Loved the results that I got from the programme. Absolutely changed my life with the gel. I had really bad skin conditions, bloating. And I decided to get started just to get a discount on the aloe vera drinking gel. So I didn't really know too much about the business opportunity at that point. Got started, got my kit, started using the products, went back to work. Everybody was asking me what I had done. Oh my God, you look really, you look different. You've got loads of energy. Your skin's completely, it's completely cleared up. And I literally told them that I did the 9-day cleanse. And then they said to me, where do you get it from? Oh, you can get it from me, actually. And that is how I started my business, and that's how I looked at the business opportunity. 5 weeks later, I hit my first promotion, supervisor, and the rest, they say, is history. So, does that work? Yes, right. So I'm here to talk to you about following up. So when you take somebody around the business cycle, we want to make sure that we're following up. Because I guarantee you 9 times out of 10 people are either scared of following up for whatever reason, or if somebody says, no, it's not for me, then that's it, let's move on. That's it. Well, I'm here to say follow up is key. 80%, I would say, of my team said no at the beginning. So who here today didn't sign up for the first time? Who joined after a follow-up? So Chrissy in my team, she's a fine example. I think she jokes and said that she only joined to shut me up. But Chrissy actually did the C9, similar to me, was spending about £150 a month on product. And I kept saying to her, there is an opportunity for you to join just to get a discount. No, it's like Avon, I've done this before. No, I'm not interested. I was like, okay, that's fine. And eventually she did give in, because I did keep saying, you're missing a trick here. Everybody's asking what you do, and you could be making money for yourself. So always, my first tip is obviously nurture your customers. So Claire said about the DX4, the C9. We've got a huge campaign starting tomorrow. Nurture those customers, because I guarantee if they love the products, they want to recommend them to their friends, their family, their network, and that could build an additional income for them, and obviously a team for them as well. So I was actually shown the business opportunity 3 times. So the third person who I bought the C9 off, that's the person that I joined. And my friend Nicola jokes to me and said, "Oh my goodness," she said, "it kills me. Every time I see your posts on Facebook, if only I had followed up." And somebody else mentioned it. Natalie, don't go to a BP and see one of your friends or somebody you know on Facebook that could have been potentially in your team. So when we start taking people around the business cycle, or they've seen the business presentation, whatever it may be, they're going to have some questions. Who here, when they've shown the business opportunity, people have questions? So let's go through some of the top sort of questions that you get. So I want to address these questions, show you how you can answer them, and then after, the key is to follow up. Because just because they've mentioned these common questions, it doesn't mean to say that it's a no. And this is where I think we make the mistake. So the first one, it's generally not for them. And that's absolutely fine. If somebody comes to me and says, "Look, Bettina, I had it yesterday." No, 2 days ago, she said to me, "It's generally not for me." That's absolutely fine. Can I ask why it's not for you? Because although they've seen the business presentation, there could be something there that they're not quite sure of. They don't, they think it's all about selling, or they think it's this, or they think it's that. So our job is to find out why is it not for them and answer their questions. And if it's still not for them, again, that's absolutely fine. But it might be for them 2 years down the line when perhaps, I don't know, they want to give up their job, they want to cut down their hours, they want to do something else. Don't really know what's involved. It's our job to make sure that they're aware of what is involved in the business. Because although we've got the business presentation and we've got these new tools that are starting next month, this is perfect. You're going to follow them around the business cycle, show them the business presentation, and then if they have got those questions, we've got this new system in place where they can get their questions answered. So please, if it's not a no, and I keep saying this, that's okay. It will be a no, just not right now. Not the right time. So they are interested, but maybe it isn't the right time. Maybe they've got, their child's going to school and they want to, spend a bit of time with them. Maybe they're going on holiday. Well, actually, I'm going travelling for a couple of months. I am really interested. Can you get back to me in a couple of months' time? Make sure that you're following up with these people. And in the meantime, obviously, give them the option to use the products. So I'll come to that in a second. When everybody knows what the business is, make sure that you offer them the products. Offer them samples. Because I guarantee you, if they start using the products, they're going to love the products, and then that might change their mind completely. Self-doubt and overthinking. That was me. I was cabin crew for 19 years. All I'd done was gone up and down an aisle saying, "Do you want to drink chicken beef?" for 19 years. That's all I did. Exits here, exits there. That's all I did for 19 years. Now I'm going to start selling aloe. Oh, I don't know about that one. Oh, I've gone back. Overthinking. Oh, is it going to work? What am I going to, But what if it doesn't work? At the end of the day, I say to the prospect, listen, it's a £199.75 investment. You've got all the tools, everything that you need to be successful. I was an overthinker. I had self-doubt. Everybody does. It's completely normal. You need to relate to that person. Say, "I felt exactly the same." Because then when they realise that you felt the same, because we all did, put your hands up who was an overthinker or didn't think it would work for them. Every single person in this room, more or less. So engage with that person, say, "I felt the same," but with the tools that we have in place, with everything that we have with the company, the trainings, the support, the team, you cannot fail in this business if you follow the tools and obviously the trainings. Not enough time, that is the key one. Get that all the time, I haven't got enough time. And then you see them on social media commenting on ridiculous things on Facebook. I've got this one that I just haven't got time. She's online all the time, scrolling. So when people say to me, "I haven't got enough time," that was me. I was cabin crew. Sometimes I didn't have any internet for 16 hours. Literally, when I used to come onto land, I used to get my phone out on the runway. Ping, 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 ping. All my messages coming through. Literally, or I'd go to work, or I'd go to the airport half an hour before check-in and do all my work there. So if you've got time, if you say you haven't got time, let me show you. that you have time. Let me show you what your typical, tell me what your typical week looks like, and I will show you how to fit the business in the pockets of time that you have, because it's about working smart, not hard. And I always say I have to leave at 2:30 to pick my boys up for 3:10. If I leave any later, I won't get a parking space. So I'm actually at school at 2:40 and I've got 20 minutes to kill. So I take my who do you know list, my diary. I know exactly who I'm messaging, who I need to follow up with. You will be amazed at what you can get done in 20 minutes. This is another one. Not a salesperson. Well, let's be honest, we're all recommending things all the time. Hands up who, I did it this morning. I took a selfie of me with a picture of me with my Starbucks. I know Claire and Lisa do it all the time. Do you think Starbucks are going to call up, Claire and Lisa and say, right, I've just seen you posted this. You've just drawn attention and, promoted our new Christmas drink. We'll give you a free drink. Of course they're not. I put on my Facebook last week, has anybody got a dry robe jacket? Anybody got a dry robe jacket in here? Do you recommend them? 75 people commented on that post. Oh my God, it's amazing. Oh, you'll love it. It's the best thing. Take it with a dog. Take it to football. Fantastic. Open water swimming. Do you think dry robe are going to go onto my Facebook and go, wow, 75 people. Oh, look, sales have gone up there. They're not going to get anything for that. Prime one that I did really quickly, and my friends actually joked and said you should have contacted Amazon. I have a heated gilet for football. It's a little battery pack. I heat it up. It's the best thing ever. I didn't personally sell, unfortunately, but I offered the link. Everyone's like, where'd you get it from? 2 weeks later, nine of the football mums had these heated gilets on. Then they're moving on to socks. You can get heated socks and everything. Amazon, the company wherever it came from, didn't say, oh my goodness, Bettina, you've just sold us 10 heated gilets. Let's give you a little heated gilet for free or anything like that. So we are recommending things all the time. Who went out for dinner? When was the last time? Let me pick on Caroline. Where did you go last time you went out for dinner? Well, yeah, where, when? Favourite restaurant. Would you recommend it? What did you have? Lovely. So, Caroline's just said straight away, I recommend and tell everybody. Have you ever had a free meal there or anything like that? So do you get the point I'm making? We're recommending things all the time. We're just not getting paid for it. So why don't we do it in our business? Mary down the road did it 10 years ago. Good old Mary that joined, didn't give it a go really, didn't engage, didn't do any of the trainings, got her box, put it under the bed. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do the business because I know Mary down the road did it 10 years ago. Okay, well that's really, that's interesting that Mary did it. How long did Mary? Oh, I don't know. And I will honestly say to my prospect, listen, please don't take this the wrong way, but, fair enough what happened to Mary. But it's amazing how you're going to let Mary down the road dictate your future and what you want from your dreams and goals. And I say that. Don't know enough people. That's another classic. So don't know enough people. That's fine, because I will show you with the cycle, with the business opportunity that we have, the tools, the trainings and everything like that I can show you how to expand your network. And then I'll say to them, so how many friends do you have on Facebook? Let's just have a look as an example. 100. That's 100 people that we can get started. They could have 20 people, 40 people. That is a start. Those numbers are a start. So let's start with those numbers and let me help you build your network. So all those questions I answer I answer their questions for them, and then they think, oh yeah, maybe I could do it. And maybe it's still a no, not right now. So then I offer them the products like I've said before. So always offer them the products, get them as a customer, because I guarantee you, and I've said it before, probably 60, 70% of my customers are actually my team members. And once they love those products, they're not going to go because they're using them already. So even though they've said no, so we've gone around the whole cycle, I've answered their questions, they're still on the fence, or they're not interested, or they're not ready to get started, I don't just think, right, that's it, let's move on to next person. I engage. So I still engage with them, I still make contact with them, birthday messages. Who does birthday? I tell you what, birthday messages are a great one. Anybody does birthday messages here? So every morning I get up, if you go onto your Facebook, you don't have to wait for them to ping up and say, oh, you know, it's so-and-so's Mary's birthday. It automatically comes up onto your Facebook if you just type in birthdays. But I private message them, that's the key. Don't put it on their wall, because if they've got, you know, God, that'd be lovely, like 4,000 friends or something, you know, it's going to get all muddled, so they won't probably reply. So send them a private message and say, hi, happy birthday, hope you have a great day. You'll be amazed at the great conversation starters you can have with that. Fantastic. Really, really good. And obviously interact on their social media as well. So, you know, like their post, love their post, comment, that sort of thing, and engage. So that with the algorithm, when you then put your posts on, they will automatically see your post. So it will get the algorithm up. Also, another one, which I actually haven't put on here, is when you're doing a post. So, for example, if you're going to do a post today about what an incredible day that you've had today, which you all have, and an amazing kickstart for your business for 2024, and you're going to get people that comment or like it. Put your hand up honestly, who actually engages with those people that have commented or liked your post? So probably half and half. That is key. So I will go home or tomorrow when I've done my post, and I will literally message every single person that has liked or commented on that post. How are you? Did you have a good Christmas and New Year? Thanks for liking my post. That means so much. Oh yeah, I had a really good weekend, really good Christmas and New Year, thank you. Yeah, what were you doing at head office? Oh my goodness, we had this incredible Kickstart, it's amazing. Business is absolutely going to be off the wall this year. Cannot wait to work with loads more people, and then you get the conversation started. So just because somebody says no, it doesn't matter, you keep engaged. So I will follow up with them 2 months, 6 months and 12 months within the business. Like going back to them and say, you know, I know you looked at the business 2 months ago and it wasn't the right time, or, you know, things weren't, you know, it wasn't the right time, or, you know, for whatever reason it was, would you be open to having another look? So my key words for me, would you be open to having a look? So I'm not pushing it in their face saying, right, you ready to get started? Would you be open to having another look? Keep the relationship going, and I always say they're watching you. So it's amazing how many people watch your stories. Do you ever have a little look and go, oh yeah, you're still watching me, you're still watching, come on, when are you going to get started? So just to end on a little quote here, follow your dreams, believe in yourself, and don't give up, and follow up is key. So that's all from me. If anybody's got any other questions they want to ask, that's fine. If they've got any other questions that they get from prospects. And Lisa's going to pass on to Cedar. I thought I had to do that. That's great.
You can do it.
Oh,
I just didn't know
no.
if you was going to or not. Should we do it together?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, you've got a new team member. Who wants to know how to get them off to the best possible start?
Please welcome Cedar. Amazing lady, mum of 3, achieved everything on the marketing plan. Woo! Woo!
Hello, good afternoon. Yeah, I love having a bit of smiles, and that gives me a lot of energy. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing great, and you've got lots and lots of notes that you've written. I've got quite a fair bit of notes myself. Anyway, just so that those that don't know me, my name is CJ Simela. I'm a nurse by profession, and I've been nursing since 2007. I've loved it. It was great. But I struggled balancing childcare and also being that present mum that I've always loved to be, and I will always love to be. So I struggled with that, and that's what got me into doing this business. My sister was based in South Africa at the time. She invited me to look at Forever. I have to say, it took me a good 2 years for me to believe that it was real. and for me to get on board. So I was skeptical, one of those that was skeptical. And then when I came along to have a look at the opportunity business presentation, I was blown away actually to see that I could actually be that mom that I wanted to be and also still bring in some income. So, and that was 6 years ago, and the rest is now history. I'm here. And so it's my pleasure today to share with you, that now you've done so well. You've gone out, you've recruited, and now you've got your team member. They've signed on the dotted line. And so what is it that we need to do now? But first of all, we need to congratulate you because you're now a leader. With one team member, you are a leader. You've got that one person who's looking up to you for you to help them. They've given you, they've got confidence in you. That's why they've joined, because that's one thing that sometimes we forget, that people join this business because they want to join you. It's not everything else, they're joining you first. So you are that good leader, and so they will look up to your inspiration. Remember, motivation comes from within, but they're inspired by you. So you need to stand up and make sure you're there to inspire them. And be there and do everything that you're doing with integrity because they are looking up to you. Imagine if they are not doing it the way you want them to do it, and if you're not doing it the way you want them to do it, they'll copy what you're doing. And that's not what you need. And then have clear goals yourself. And that you do. You follow them goals. We've already learnt about setting out goals today. And we know what we need to do. We've got those 7 steps. Actually, I've done those 7 steps. Yeah, it really talks to you, doesn't it? So those 7 steps, that's what we need. And get on with the goal. We know what the goal is. And then make sure you are leading by example. Be a good example. When you want them to be posting on social media, you have to do it. When you want them to go and do that stall, you've got to do it because you have to be that good example. And have a clear vision, clear communication, communicate. Be a very good communicator. Some skills we might not have them as we have these team members, but you need to learn the skills. We all can learn. Any skill that you need, you can actually learn it. And then expect the best, be the best. If you expect it from somebody else, you better do your best as well because you've got somebody who's looking up to you. And then you've got to support them and encouragement. Oh, that is so big, encouragement and also recognitions. Because in our business, in fact, that's what puts us apart from everything else. We recognize people for doing pretty much everything. You do something small or big, we recognize you. And we need to do that all the time. Recognizing them just for being in the team. In fact, something strange. The other week, Claire recognized one of her new team members that joined her. And as soon as he walked through the door, I knew that was actually Claire's team member. So those are the things. If you recognize these new people, other people that then see them, they will know that this one is part of us. Hello. It's always great, something like that. And then always stimulating work, so you do those things yourself and expect others to do that as well. So focus on team interests and also their needs. So that is key. I find you need to do that for your team members to do the same as well. So now you have that first meeting. Yeah, it's always great, isn't it? Who looks forward to that first meeting when you've got your new team member? It's always great, isn't it? Because you then get to really get to know them. You start chatting. Now it's relaxed. It's no longer like they need to sign. No, they're already there. So you have to listen to them. It is all about them now. Just need to listen, hear what are their aspirations. Why have they joined Forever? What is it that they want to get from this opportunity? So it is always great to give them that time and give them as long as they need, really the time that they need. Reassure them that they've done the right thing. Yeah, because a lot of the times you've signed on that dotted line and some people are thinking, have I done the right thing? And they're really not sure if you've done the right thing. Reassure them because you know that this opportunity is a life-changing opportunity and instill that in them as well. And then you have to listen to their why, what that takes it back again to the goals. They have to know what their why is. So ask them those questions. Questions are the answers, isn't it? So you ask them those questions and you end up getting deep into knowing what their real why is. Sometimes we think our why is something else, but really there is something deep down that is their true why. So it's to help them see that. And they should learn very earlier on to know that they never ever take rejection personally. Because sometimes they will go out there and talk to, it could be just their relative, their parent, their sister. And somebody says, no, I say that to my sister. I feel bad about that. So somebody could say, no, that's not right, that you've not done the right thing and things like that. So it is great. It's always good to reassure them and make sure they know that rejection is normal. That's what they will find. That's what they will hear. They should expect those no's as well. And then lend them your confidence. A lot of the times, people haven't got much in terms of confidence themselves. So just tell them that you know they can do it. So give them that confidence and allow them to borrow your own confidence, and they will be able to thrive on that as well. And then be clear on the onset, actually, how they're coaching, how they want to be coached, the coaching styles. Some people want you to be checking on them every day. You've told them what they need to do. Some want them, check them every day, make sure they're doing the right thing. But some want to say, you know what, you've told me what I need to do now. Please just give me some time and I will get back to you. So it's their business. They didn't come for a boss. They come for a business. It's their business. So you want to give them that opportunity that they tell you how they want you to work with them. If they want you to work with them very closely every time, that's how you will go about it. But if they don't, give them that space. And always emphasize the importance of using the products in that box. Because that box, we've got that beautiful one, 10 products and 10. So those 10 need to be used. So some people could just use some and not use others. So just emphasize they need to use those products because that will enable them to authentically share the benefits of the product and how they've felt when they've used the products themselves. And then help them log on to foreverliving.com. And also Forever Knowledge, Link Builder. There are other things that people don't know about. Creating their link on Link Builder. And also that we've got how to portray themselves on Facebook, Instagram, how best you feel they should actually put their business across, because you would know how it's worked for you. So share with them how you would want them to put it out there, how best you find it works. And also they should be following the pages, our FBO pages, and following our Instagram account, the Forever Living Instagram account, and whatever groups that you want them to be. So make sure that they're plugged into those and they know that they've got to get onto those. And then that beautiful first product launch has already been spoken about actually when Esther did a good job about talking about the product launch for retailing products. But for the product launch can also be for your business as well. So it is a way of getting that team member started, because when they do that product launch, they've got many people up in front of them that they'll be able to show the products. They get started and they have confidence that what they've done is the right thing. So they'll get new customers as a result of that, and then they build that confidence, knowing that, you know what, people can see what I'm doing and it's the best thing. I mean, they'll get the confidence that it's the best thing that they've done, to be honest. And then that product launch is for you to take time to reassure them, because sometimes they'll be so nervous and they'll be unsure of a few things around their business. So take time at that time to reassure them and make sure they know that they understand what's happening. And during that product launch, because you will share about the products, it's a way of training the team member. They will get to hear about the products and get them to talk about their favorite product as well, because they would have used at least one or two of the products. It doesn't matter whether they've had the box 2 days or that they would have at least tried the tooth gel. They would have tried it first time. So they would have tried one or two of the products. So you can get them to do that. And it's training because they are watching you and they will start making money on the onset. So as they get customers, they will actually start making money, because people will buy products and that will be some money in their pocket. And then that will also showcase the business opportunity to their network. So we always, Jay did mention that, talk about the gift of the opportunity. So on that product launch, let's talk about the gift of the amazing opportunity that we have. And then get them the business presentation exposure. Now we are so lucky, aren't we? We'll be having 3 of them a day. I thought that's amazing, isn't it? So let's actually get our team member exposing their network to people with the business opportunity. But it would be best if you have one where there's a few of their friends, they can make it all intimate, and then you go there and help them. You be there to support them. It could be 3-way calls before you could meet up for that business presentation. Do a presentation, like I said, online, offline, on behalf of the team member, and they will be learning. When you're doing that, they're listening to you doing it, and as they listen, they will learn more. And like they've done it for us, the leaders. That is 3 a day. So if you get your team member to listen to at least 1 a day, I'm sure they'll get to listen to at least, even if they haven't got a guest at that time, they will learn the lingo and get to understand how best they can present their opportunity to other people as well. And it's best to always get them to craft their story, 1-minute story, the 5-minute story. It is always best when they get started to help them with that. And encourage your new team member to attend in-person events. Nothing beats being in this room. It's great, isn't it? You get to meet new people. You get to see happy people. Yeah, there are people out there, but you see happy people here. So this is it. You want them to be in this environment. You want them to be surrounded with people that have got a vision, people that are going somewhere, and they will be empowered as a result of that. So it's success days and all that. So we should getting our new team members to be getting that success day ticket before the end of this day. So yeah, that's one important thing that we need to get our team members to do. And so I thought I will help you. I don't know if everybody had noticed that on our foreverliving.com, we actually got our product trainings. There is product trainings on there. So if you log on to your foreverliving.com. So just to help your new team member when they get started, I find that these are very helpful for new team members. So this is just a step by step so that you see where you get them from. I don't know if everybody knows, but then I only accessed this, I think it's a couple of months ago that I started getting my team members to do this. And I find this very, very, very helpful. And they are learning from there. They're getting the product knowledge and also arming themselves with the business knowledge as well. So you go there, you can see it. It says trainings. I'm sure you've seen that. That's the first step. And then the next step, when you open that, it will tell you product. There's the business part, there's the product part, website training, and also some training glossaries. So when you want them to get to understand about the products, you just take them to the products. And when you want them to look at the business side of things, you get them to the business. But when I start them, I usually encourage them to look at the product ones first so that they understand the products and they are able to talk to their friends, their network about the products. And if they can actually retail the products, then growing their business will come as well. So from there, that will take you to the next step, which is there is the product tutorial videos and also some interactive webinar trainings. In fact, the interactive webinar trainings, that's where Louise Riley and Sophie did all those, that when you actually complete them, you will even get a certificate. You self-certify yourself and get a certificate. There are different modules that you can go through. And as long as they can access their foreverliving.com, they can access these trainings. And they will be armed. They will have so much information. And with these product tutorials, there's so much information there that they can learn about the products. One of my favorite product tutorial is actually Oh, that's just to show you what's the Louise Riley ones that she did. They're great. It's those. And when you access those, your team member watches them, they will understand the product. So it makes it very easy for them to retail the product and even for them to use the products because they know how that product will help them. And then the next one, that was done by David Arch. I recommend this one because I need my team members to understand about the drinking gels. And if the team member understands very well why they need to be drinking the gel, they will recommend the gel. There are some things there that he described it and explains it very, very easy. And he gets down to the human body cellular level where you think, wow, he opens your eyes. So if you haven't plugged onto this, you need to. And if you do, you will find the value in them and you want all your team members to do the same. And then just to end it for me, I know there's so much that we can teach our team members, but I want us to make sure that our team members are aware that our business is actually more mindset. So it is 80% mindset and 20% skill. So they've got to know that they've got it. They've got to know, they've got to be really upbeat every day. So I find these books ever so good. GoPro when they first start, the GoPro by Eric Warren, he explains very well the differences, network marketing, the blue collar jobs and the white collar jobs and all that. So he explains it so well why network marketing is better than anything else that is there outside there. So you want your first team member to know that. And I find the secret is great. The law of attraction, you put out there, you get it back. And so we want all our team members to know it that way. And thank you so much. Have a good one.